Hey y'all, it's Blue. Hope that y'all are doing well today. And where might I be at this hour? And it's like what, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning? I'm gonna flip the camera. Y'all, I am at Miami Airport. My flight was late getting here, but that's okay as long as I'm here safely is all that matters. And Miami's got still a little hustle and bustle going on at this hour at the airport, right? And so, yeah, I'm just outside enjoying some time, and then I'll go turn in or whatever. Let me flip this back. So yeah, that's one of the perks of working for an airline, right? Your day off, what do? You get on a bird, you go somewhere. You gotta make it worth your while. A lot of you don't know me. A lot of you don't know me, and I figure I'd take this time to tell you who I am, right? So, who am I? There's many facets of me, right? Number one, I'm a country kid from Texas. I'm still a country kid from Texas, and I come from a family with a lot of gifts. Um, whether that be um, public speaking, music, but we're all very intelligent, folks. We also come with special ethereal and spiritual gifts too. All of us. Um, Many of my family, kind of shun away from it because we grew up Pentecostal, we grew up Kojic, right? So in the Christian, dogma, they, shun that. But if you look deeper into it, and I won't go into it now, but that's all a lot of that, you know, that 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 religion relied on was pulling energy from spirit and discerning that information to make your lives better. I lean on nature. I lean on the things that my ancestors did to make their lives better. I realize that I'm a stone cold starseed baby, a master manifester baby. So that's that side of me. That's the Blue, the Oracle, Blue, the Empress that you hear me say. The other person, Blue with the ooh, hey, just a regular ordinary chick, likes to have fun, likes to, talk about what's going on in the world, um, and that sort of thing. I feel like today, especially right now, is a good time for me to just introduce myself because all of a sudden, in less than a week, I've added what now 4,000 people to my family because I call y'all family now. If you can take time to pour into me and subscribe to my channel, you're family to me. So that's why I'm trying my best to make the best effort to reply to your comments and all of that, because I don't want it to be a one-sided situation. I want this to be a stone cold relationship. You reach out to me, I'm reaching out to you. And I'm enjoying all of your text messages and all of that. Folks, I have had quite the illustrious life. I've had a beautiful life. Um, I've been able to work in some very dynamic roles in life, in senior management for most of my life. And then all of a sudden, everything came crashing down. I was at Sirius XM Radio, and it was the job of, well, the place was the job of my dreams. The role could have been, but right company, wrong leadership. You understand what I'm saying? And it was the one job when I thought that I was a strong person, that I could go through anything. It was the one situation that literally broke me down to a place that I never thought that I could ever be broken down to. It took a lot out of me. Case in point, I was laid off March 20. Damn, that's a big ass rat. Let me see if y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get to it. I see you moving. I see you moving. Move. Where'd it go? Did it run like? There it is. Is that a rat? Is that a squirrel? What shit is that? If it is a rat and they climbing trees, I need to back the hell up because I got a tree right in front of me. Let me back my punk ass up. So anyway, for someone who grew up in music, my whole family were musically inclined, right? And I'm also an Aquarian. So if you want a good playlist, find your local neighborhood Aquarian. Nobody matches us when it comes down to music. We have a music repertoire, a music catalog, playlist that spans every genre, every time frame, and on top of that, we know not only the song, we know who made it, we know who played the instruments, we know who produced it, that why the song came about. We're just that into that thing. And so to have landed a job at SiriusXM that I had been wanting for like years, only to get there, and it turns out that my experience there was the hardest thing in my life, was devastating. So case in point, they had that huge layoff in March 2023, and I was part of that layoff. And when it happened, while most people probably were crying and upset, I went into a full blown praise because I saw. Well, first of all, the morning of, I got a download, and the download was a scripture, and the scripture was, I have been young and I have been old, but I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed go begging bread. So when I heard that, I'm like, okay, Spirit, what's supposed to happen? And sure enough, because what Spirit was doing was giving me um, the assurance that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. Anyway, later that day, there was rumors about layoffs were happening. Nobody knew anything about it. Sure enough, they had the largest layoff that they've ever had, and my role was a part of that. And like I said, I went into gratitude and thanks for it because it was just that my time there was just that horrible with her. And I did everything that I could to try to navigate my way to the role that I knew that I would really thrive in, going to programming, that sort of thing. But the gatekeepers, it's just, it was just too rough. I made some good strides doing it. I mean, I made it to the levels of C-suite um, uh, uh, management, sitting in the offices of some of the most important people of the company who liked what I was doing. But when you've got somebody that you're working for who's intimidated by you, who doesn't want to see you grow, who will stop at nothing to minimize you, I didn't have a fighting chance. And my voice was silenced. I could not speak my piece. I could not articulate to anybody what was going on because she had been there for so long. Who they're going to believe, her or me? So anyway, when the downsizing happened, I was happy. I didn't know what I was going to do about my lifestyle because when you go almost 20 years, on a six-figure salary and now you're down to nothing. But I had to remember what Spirit said the morning of when it happened. So in goes life, and I can't find a job anywhere because people were getting laid off left and right. It's very competitive out there, so I've got literally thousands of other people who are vying for the roles that I'm trying to go for, and it seemed like nothing was happening, and I had never experienced that. I had never experienced being able or being in a position where I couldn't get a job just like that. I'm an excellent communicator. I know my stuff. I'm witty, I'm smart, I'm passionate, and I couldn't understand for the life of me why I couldn't land the role that I needed to land to continue my lifestyle, right? So things got really bad, and it got really bad really fast. I'm talking about not knowing from one minute to the next what I was going to eat. I lost a lot of weight just because I wasn't eating, because I had no money to eat. As far as the place that I was living, I had no money to pay the rent. Get emotional about it. But my landlady, who was so awesome, she was patient with me, and I couldn't understand why this was happening. But the other thing of it is that even though I was going through all of that, there was always a way of escape. There was always provision being made for me. And then I had to, go and have my dark night of the soul and discover the lessons that I needed to learn going through this process. And the lesson that I learned was flow. Flow, just flow. And that when you know what you know, and someone, especially with the gifts that I have, how to manifest things into my life, it forced me to have to really tap into it, right? So now I'm at a point where if there's anything that I need, I don't have to beg and cry and all this, that, and the other. I just do the work, say the words, and I wait in faith. So, out of all of the companies in the world that decided to hire me, the one that hired me was an airline, right? And has it been easy? No. This is my first blue collar job of my life. I've never had a blue collar job, right? I've been corporate America that that wheel, that hamster wheel, for all those decades or years. I don't want to make myself sound old, right? Because I'm not. But to go from that to being a blue collar worker in a union was a hell of a transition. Still is a hell of a transition. But the thing that I enjoy the most is that even though I don't make nearly enough money to support the lifestyle that I've always grew up in, because I come from a pretty, solid family, to say the least, and my adult life has been quite prosperous. Um, this job here doesn't come close to funding that at all. But you can't tell. Because I manifest what I need. I manifest the money, I manifest the time, I manifest the everything that I need. And I feel like my life is better now. Um, because I'm in a situation where when you work at the levels that I've worked at, your work never stops. Your brain is going 24 hours a day, even when you come home from work, right? It never stopped. I never had peace. Now, I come to work, I get to be around people and do my thing, and I go home and I leave my work at home. And so it's been quite a joy being in the aviation industry. Now, will I stay in this role? No, because I'm not cut out for this. I guarantee you I won't. But this is where I'm at right now until I feel like I'm ready to get back into what I'm accustomed to. But right now, the way y'all are coming for me at this YouTube, oh, YouTube might be my job. So we'll see. But I guess the words that I'm leaving to you today is I just want to thank you. A lot of the videos and stuff that I share are videos that has helped me smile, that have helped me laugh, that have caused me to think, cry, the whole nine. It was a lot of the content on YouTube that just got me through the hump. And it was also where I felt like I could share my voice and share what I could pour out to the collective to help. So, just so that we're clear on the rules of engagement when it comes to my channel, again, there's two parts of me. There's Blue with the ooh that most of you know, but then the people who were before you, before all of you came on board, knew Blue the Empress, Blue the Oracle. And that's because I am a spiritualist. I am a healer. I tap into energies of the universe to manifest things, to block things, to celebrate things, to fight things. So you'll see a balance of that on this channel. If it's not your thing, that's okay. Just move past it and find what you like, right? But I have to be able to cater to both audiences on this channel. So that's all. And I think I have most of my things in different playlists, right? So again, if that spiritual thing is not you, hey, just go past it. I guarantee you I got some crazy shit that you want to see on my channel, right? And then for you who enjoy that spiritual enlightenment and manifestation work and that sort of thing, I'm never leaving you because that's my first love. Okay? So again, I thank all of you. Thank you for allowing me to tell this story. Honestly, it's taken a lot to do this. I'm a woman of great pride. And what I just shared with y'all, a lot of people don't know. But look at me now. Look at me now. Hey. I'm going to be singing that all day. And the last thing I can share with you is if any of you all are looking for a new career, looking for new work, consider the airline industry. Because before, all of my travel has been for business. I never really got a chance to travel for pleasure. When you work for an airline, you go wherever you want to go whenever you want to go, right? And we get to fly pretty much all the airlines. Even though I work for one, there are contracts with all the different ones where we can fly on any of them. We might have to pay like a little fee, like, 50, $60. I mean, but what other job will allow you to, on any given moment, I could wake up tomorrow and say, I want to go to Dubai and pay about $150 and fly to Dubai, right? It gives you a freedom that no other industry can give you unless you're rich, right? So I just want y'all to think about that because I think hindsight being 2020, if I could have done it all over again, my whole life all over again, I would have jumped into the aviation and airline hospitality business as soon as I was able to work. Why? Because a lot of these companies, their profit sharing is so generous that many of the people who have put some years in at this company that you may see them working a menial job within the airport, but what you may be looking at, and most times you're looking at a millionaire. Why? Because of that profit sharing. They started when they were young, and by the time they were 10, 15 years out, they got millions in their profit sharing account. So that's my message, especially to the younger people and even for the older people who may want to just do something different. There's nothing like being able to wake up in the morning and say, where do I want to eat today? Do I want to eat here? Or do I want to fly to Chicago and have me some food? Or do I want to go to Louisiana and get me some beignets? Do I want to, I do that now. On my off days, I wake up and I say, where do I want to go? Hence the reason I'm in Miami. Why? Because I need to get to South Beach. I know my healing comes from the sun, and I need to get into the sun because I haven't felt well in the last week or so. And so I knew that I needed to get into nature and get into the sun and get before water because water has healing powers, right? The sun is a healer, and I needed that today. So I wouldn't be able to do that as freely as I would have liked if I still had that cushy corporate job, right? In a nutshell, I'm just grateful, and I'm grateful for you. And If you have any suggestions for me or whatever, just, sit a chat, do whatever. I just want to say thank you. This has been a great experience. This growth, it's been a great experience. And I guess that's it. So I'm going to go eat my empanadas and plan out my day. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for making my day. Thank you for partnering with me. Thank you for subscribing and liking my content. And be sure to like and share with others and tell others about me. All right. See you later. Ashe.